Hi, this is Sherry Veronica watching this Texas Camp Mystic event unfold. All I can say is people, their stomach must be burning. It must be a burn that is going to leave a hole in the stomach. Do you understand the kind of pain that people are going through right now? 27 children and counselors died. Can you imagine sending your child out on a camping trip, giving the child all the mosquito spray, because you cannot forget that, okay? Do not forget the mosquito spray, making sure they have all their snacks, everything to sleep in, their things to put on the little lipstick, lip gloss, whatever. They're growing up, and you prepare your kids with bags, and you're all excited, and they are all excited, and they're all friends from the same group, and they go off to a camping trip only to be washed away in flood waters. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the pain that not only the parents, but the family, the fraternity, the school, the whole system is going through? And they're not the only ones who died. There are a whole host of others who were found dead. I think like 80 something in just one little area. They're just like all grouped together. It is really bad what is going on there in Texas. And when you have these flash floods, because they were interviewing the mayor and they were really trying to slap him around, and he was saying that it was not reported. It wasn't something that was reported, and they were saying, well, why wasn't it reported? Because it came up in a flash. It came up, suddenly. It's something that happened suddenly. So the earth is behaving badly. In ways, the earth is behaving very badly, and it's for us to watch the weather system and understand that we need to change. There's something about us, what we're doing, how we are behaving with each other, how we are treating kids. But there's something that needs to change, and change quickly, because Mother Nature, she doesn't play. Okay, she's not playing. But like I said, as I watched this news, it is gut wrenching. It's something that you don't usually feel. And if ever there's a time that you hear people say, you know what, I can't believe in no God, I turn my back on religion, I'm never ever going to set foot back in the church, this is the time. This would be the time that you will hear something like that. When children are involved, you always expect the Creator to step up and do something, So yeah, it's a sad situation. I could not talk about it. I was looking at it all morning, and I just could not talk about it, because I feel it, and I don't know anyone involved, but you feel it. You just feel it, because if you send your children off, and they're picked up in flood waters, you know they're calling your name. Mom, or mommy, dad, or daddy, save me, help me. You know that your children are calling out for you. It's just something that you know. It's just something that you know. Your children are calling out for you, and that shit is they'll never get over that. No matter if they talk about counselors and sending people over to talk to them. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. And it's not one or two children. There are plenty of them. So there's a whole community that are going to be hugging up on each other, and snot coming out nose on each other, and every time you look at one of them, you cry, and when you think about them, you cry for your own, you cry for theirs. It's a horrendous, it's a gut-wrenching situation that happened there in Camp Mystic. And with the way I saw them treating the mayor or whoever it is in charge, he's not last too long. He's gonna be gone. He's gonna be gone. He's going to be gone. You know, I don't know if you watch the news here, but yeah, they're going to get rid of him, whether it was something that came out of the blue or whatever. They're going to get rid of him. And thankfully, Trump is sending money, and it's, you know, considered an emergency, you know, disaster, emergency, and whatever. And he's sending money, and they're getting whatever help they need, they're receiving. So, but it's a gut-wrenching thing when you see it on the news. It's horrible when you see that on the news, okay? So this is happening in America, Texas, and the Camp Mystic people, just if you do like pray, or you reach out into the world to heal the world, maybe you can say a prayer for them, okay? This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.